What's up, YouTube? Caught me again sitting on the couch trying to make some money with investing in real estate online. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about one that I am not making money on at the moment and a strategy that might pay off in the long run and how I can make a little bit more by doing what's called staking. And so let me back up if you haven't been following along. My name's Joe Cacciapaglia. I'm a real estate investor. I also, full time work as an agent helping investors find properties in San Antonio, Texas. But lately, I've been spending a lot of time on sites like Lofty, which I am today, Ground Floor, Landa, Arrived Homes, a bunch of different property sites where you can buy fractional investments. Trying to share a little bit about how I think having some real estate knowledge can help do well investing in these platforms. And really just letting you learn from some of my mistakes. I put some money on a couple of the sites. Some of them I just decided I'm not even going to do it at all because I think their value proposition just isn't there. But so this is one where I've invested some money, made money on some of these deals and not on some so far, but it's really early. But so this is, Lofty.ai. There's a link in the description below if you want to get some free money on to buy your first token. I'm sure they have some terms and conditions, but I do have it in there. That's how I got my first token on here. It's pretty easy to get started, but there is a lot to figure out. And so, in any case, I think I've talked a little bit about my strategy of buying these properties that just are not yielding anything, but I think the tokens are discounted too heavily. And what I mean by that, I think if we sold this property in the real world, paid all the closing costs, paid off everybody that's owed money to, I think as a token holder, I'd end up with more money back than what my basis is in this. I paid $25 per token at the time. And they've dropped down even further to 22.99. I don't know. At some point, I might actually buy more. I haven't put any more money on here since my initial couple of deposits. But maybe I will because I really am trying to just experiment and show you where I think that there are opportunities to make money on here. Some of the things that are a little bit different. But so today I want to talk about. I'm going to try to stake this property. And what is staking? You're taking your tokens and you're lending them to what they call liquidity pools. And so this is kind of a let's say I want to buy properties here, right? And you can look at the order book and see who's willing to buy and sell tokens, but I can also just click buy. Um, and there's this, so when you're just getting tokens, you're doing limit orders when you're looking at what's already in the order book and just trying to match up to that. Or you're just putting an order out there and hoping somebody else comes and matches with you. But then they have this market order feature. And you can either buy or sell using this. And the way this works is there are people, and you just click on this lend and earn. And so all of these properties, and actually I'm just going to go to one I already have open because nope, wait, yeah, I've got my property that I'm going to do today lined up here. But all of these properties it's basically a pool where people take their tokens and they lend them. And then there's other people that take USDC, which is just a cryptocurrency that's supposed to match up with the value of the US dollar. And they lend them into the pool as well. And so to create these pools, they have people on both sides. And so when somebody else just wants to instantly buy or sell, um, they can click on that market limit order and it's actually buying it out of this pool or selling it to this pool. And Lofty has, where do they go? A whole bunch of FAQs about how this works. I'd encourage you to read all of these. And if you're like me, you're going to read them all and still be a little bit confused. They talk a lot about the benefits of doing this. There's not a lot of discussion about where the additional downside risk is. But one of the things is, and I want to point this out, is once you go to take your money out, um, let's see, where is this? There's a penalty fee if there's an imbalance in the pool. And so if everybody's trying to take their tokens out and just leaving USDC in the pool, you won't get the full value of your tokens out. And so I think this is really where the big risk is. There's also a risk that if there's not enough tokens left in the pool, you collect less rent. And, but so the reason that you might put your tokens in here is, they have these APYs. This is how much the people that put the property tokens in have made as an annual percentage rate over the last 30 days. These are this is the APY for people that put dollar or USDC in there. So some of these, but the problem is you might go to take your USDC out and there isn't any, right? And the same thing with property tokens. You may go to take them out, it's really imbalanced, and you can take out quite, close to nothing. When you hear some of the people talk about staking, it gave me the impression that it's basically free money, but it's not. It is, there's a real risk at the end of the day, that you're going to lose money when you go to take money out. And they do talk a lot about, this is a good investment for someone who's patient. If you plan to never take it out, then you can, keep getting returns for a long period of time. Although you might lose if your property was giving you rent, you might not be able to collect that rent because there's no more tokens in the pool. It's still a little bit unclear to me what happens if the property is sold in real life. If there's tokens left in the pool, it makes perfect sense. Uh, you can either unstake them and then although I think they say don't unstake them, but you can redeem them. And if there, if there's actual tokens, if there's more tokens than USDC, I think, you have the opportunity to just redeem them. But if there's not any tokens in there at all, or if there's minimal, I think that you end up losing out. So that's one of the things. There's not an FAQ that is what happens when the asset is sold. At least not that I noticed. I think I read through all of these and it didn't. So that's one of the things. But like I said, I'm on here. I'm trying to experiment so I can do some things and it will help. We can learn together. And so I'm just going to stake some today. I picked this property, one because I'm just already losing on it. Right? It's not a lot of money. I bought 10 tokens at $25 a piece. It's when the price has gone down more. I'm really not sure if the way I should be looking at this, if this is um if that's a good or bad thing as far as ones that I choose to stake. Um is this one mine, right? 5541 South Peoria Street. It looks like token stakers have actually been making some money on this. Which means I think it's because people are buying it from the pool. So if they're buying the token from the pool, it helps us. Um, oh wait, which one am I doing here? Am I doing the Peoria? Was I looking at? So okay, I got confused here. Let me see. Yeah, this is the one that I'm doing. I guess I had also considered a different one that I own. Oh yeah, but I don't want to do this one because I'm getting rent on this one. Yeah, I'm gonna do this Peoria one. Um, so let's see. Yeah, that's not the one I'm doing. So I just went down to the wrong one. Okay, let me go back. We just scroll through. I should have found it ahead of time. I grabbed the wrong one ahead of time, so let's just find the right one. Denison, Mount Jade, Wilshire. See, this is why I tell you, like, I'm just going to keep making these mistakes so you don't have to. I'm going to do some experimenting, figure out what's going on. Okay, this is my one, right? 5541 South Peoria Street. Looks like by staking that I get some yield. I'm currently getting no yield. So let's click on this and see. Okay, what did we do here? I'm not putting any more USDC, and if you look, I don't have any in my wallet right now. That's fine. I have 10 tokens of this. I'm going to stake them all. I'm going to put them in the liquidity pool. This I think shows there's a limit to how many tokens can be staked. You can't put too many tokens in the pool. This shows how many tokens there are relative to USDC, and so there are a lot more tokens. I think this is part of what's pushing down the market price. So maybe by staking more, it's moving the price down more. But I think because in my mind, the property is worth more than that. Um, it should go up over time. I don't know. I think the only way I'm really going to understand this is if I just do it some, see what the effects are, and I think you've seen that over time. So I'm going to confirm this deposit. Let's see, last modified. Okay, what is this? Please confirm. I'm just going to agree to all this because I just want to do. I want to stake this. Maybe if you're a little bit more prudent than me, you read what you just agreed to. I think that's probably the right answer. But if you do that, you're never. I'm a big believer in just making a lot of small bets and just seeing where you end up. Okay, so my deposit's complete. I wonder what happens in my account page if it shows me that those are staked or anything. Let me refresh this page and see. Obviously, I'm going to have to give you an update. Doesn't really, it still shows my cost basis, total rent, markets. So I wonder where I'm going to see that I have that stake. Let me go click on this lend and earn tab again. Show my account. Okay. Total value lent. I'm sorry about that. Just another quick freeze. So I just said, we had the total value lent shows in here, shows my lending return, shows what my wallet is. I think that if you guys see this, this is like the whole big wallet string. I was nervous about people seeing this early on, but then I realized like when you go to um, sites like, any of these other sites, you can see basically everybody's whole wallet string that owns, their what it's called. So I think that's just something that you give to people to send stuff back and forth. I was nervous. I always hear about people getting their crypto stolen because they gave away their keys. I don't really know what my keys are, but I think these are my. This is just if you want to send stuff to me, I think you can send it to that. I don't know. I have no idea. And then the rewards available. I actually don't. I think this is when there's the benefit of you putting stuff in the pool if you're getting those rewards when people are doing different transaction with the pool. I didn't realize you have to claim them, so that's interesting. I'll have to go and look at that more. But again, sort of just muddling my way through this. I think that's all I want to talk about staking. I'm going to give you an update over time as far as like if I actually make any money on this. If I do, what that looks like. If I lose money, you'll know about that too. But so until next time, I'm going to just keep making mistakes so that you don't have to.